your host, Master Psychic Spiritwalker of StarseedPsychics.com, and this is another episode of our video podcast based off of our blog at www.starseedpsychics.com. Tonight, we are talking about behind the scenes of a psychic tarot reading. A lot of people don't understand what is involved in such a complex reading, and this video blog is meant to shed light on this subject. But just what does it take for a gifted psychic to read the tarot for you? The tarot cards, some live by their advice, some are scared of their power, others are mystified, might not understand them, or cannot figure out what they're trying to get across. For a career psychic, such as myself, the tarot is a tool. It just explains my insight potential. I understand how the tarot works. The power of the cards stem from the spirit realm. They are not demonic, they are not witchcraft, and they are not evil, nor are they good or angelic or filled with white light. They're simply a tool that the spirits can use to communicate with psychics messages that they want to get across. Kind of like a mediator. And that's what the cards are for. Well, since we can't just up and openly talk to the spirits like we can our best friend, items such as the tarot are tools for psychics and nothing more. If the person trying to read the cards has no intuitive abilities, then you can't be sure you're getting anything more than simple book knowledge about each card. Yes, I understand that the spirits have the ability to cause the cards to lay out a certain way, and that is how the cards work. But for the most part, if you're getting your reading from just an ordinary card reader, then you're not getting the full experience that a seasoned tarot reading psychic can offer. Like when a truly gifted psychic reads the cards for you, whether they're answering your questions for you or simply passing on messages that are available, there's a lot more going on than you can see with your own eyes. This is how I go about doing my psychic tarot readings personally. First, I want to hear questions my client may have. If no questions are asked and they just want me to tell them what I can see, then I move on with the intention in my mind. I may silently be asking the spirits to tell me all they wish to tell me about my client, and while I'm doing that, I'm shuffling the cards for the client to choose their cards. After cards are chosen, I lay them out and I begin my reading. The first thing that happens is the initial response to the cards as I see them. Their official meanings really have nothing to do with the initial information that I get, but the meanings begin the information flow to me once I see that. It's kind of like opening the door for the messages that the spirit realm wants to send through. And as a gifted psychic with abilities of clairvoyance, clairsentience, claircognitics, and clairempathy, I am now using every one of my abilities at this point to analyze each card in relation to where it lies and its official meaning. So already you can see the huge amount of energy that goes into each tarot card reading by your psychic. Some people have been quoted as saying, "How hard can it be? They are just cards. Just say what they mean." Well, as you can see, it is much deeper than that. The tarot are basically a conduit for the information or messages that the spirits want me to know. Sometimes it can be overwhelming if a lot of information is coming at once. I have to try and sort through it all and see what goes where and what means what and what parts have something to do with other parts. And then, of course, I could be picking up information the spirits say is very important, but giving that to me not through the cards, but through other means, such as claircognizance alone. To top that off, the messages received through the cards sometimes have to be decoded. They put all that together. It's a whole heck of a lot of work. Lots of energy exchange. We may only get pieces of information, and we have to be able to give our clients the whole part because that is what they expect. Rightfully so. Some people do not understand that just because we're psychic does not mean we are given every piece of the puzzle. And that's just the truth. Sometimes pieces are left out by the spirits on purpose. So if your psychic tarot reader tells you they can't tell you any more about a certain message, that's probably true, and you should probably understand more. May come later when the time is right. Some people have to learn that messages come on the spirit's time, not on their time. Doing a psychic tarot reading involves so much energy, and there is no turning it on or off. The moment I lay the cards out, it basically all kicks in at once. It's just huge amount of energy, and it has to be sorted through. And I begin absorbing the energy that brings with it the answers that you seek. Hopefully that brings some awareness and insight to just how powerful the tarot is for you. The next time you ask for a psychic tarot reading from a gifted psychic, remember all this and be thankful there is someone that has these abilities, and thank the spirits for communicating with you, and be blessed. I'm Master Psychic Spiritwalker. Thank you for joining me for another video blog behind the scenes of a psychic tarot reading, and I hope that this shed a lot of light on the energy that is involved. Have a wonderful night. Well, I think I got it down pat now.